That's the taxi driving away. Dropped me off 2 miles away from the town center here in Zamość to go to the archive, the Archivum, which is down this road here. That's the provincial archive. Here we go. Go inside this weird door. I hope they speak some level of English. Okay, that was the wrong weird door. Now I'm going to go through the front entrance instead of the side. It's a Polish flag and an open door, so that definitely indicates you should go in this way. Okay, this is a bit of a therapy video. I'm disappointed, but it's not really anyone's fault. I did do some research beforehand, and I did use my time in the archive to look up stuff on the internet that's already there. I guess the good news is that I have time to go back to Jozefow and look at the archives there, which I know actually have way more stuff. This was a little bit more like a needle in a haystack situation. I came with two goals in mind. I wanted to find my great-grandfather's birth certificate, marriage certificate, and my great-grandmother's birth certificate. I already knew from looking at the archive index online that the year 1883 that my great-grandfather was born, they don't have the records. I don't know why. So I thought going to the archives, maybe they would have it physically. I thought maybe the internet was saying they didn't have it digitally. No. So the answer is they don't have it at all. Now that doesn't really mean too much because potentially the registration of the birthday could have been like much later than the actual birth date, which we already know from the records that I found in Jozefow a few weeks ago. But to search through all of them, and they're written in Russian cursive, and to request all the books to fill out a separate form for each book, and I saw them already, it would be incredibly tedious, and I don't know that I really need that. I know the year my grandfather was born, my great-grandfather. I know he was a real person. I know he's alive. So I'm not terribly concerned with finding that anymore. Now my great-grandmother, the situation is a little different. I don't actually even know the town she was born in. So I would have to not only request books from all the towns that I think she could be born in. I looked up her last name, Lachtfeld. And there's like 3 different towns that have a lot of Lachtfelds. They're all close to Jozefow, but they're not Jozefow. And one of them has like a lot. So it's probably that one, but you never really know. And then we don't really even know the year she was born. We think it was 1888. It might not have been. It might have been a different year. So I'd have to look at the books for all these towns for all these different years. I'm basically not ready. I don't have enough data for that. So then I thought, maybe I could try to find the address of the shoe shop that my great uncle Reuben owned here in Zamość. There must be a business directory from like the 1930s or something. And I did find a listing for a shoe shop in Jozefow, but that was just on the internet. I could have found that at home by myself. I didn't know there was a 1929 Polish business dictionary written in French and Polish, so easily searchable. And I found 2 graphs, a hat maker. That's my great uncle Abraham, great grandpa's brother Abraham. We found his hat shop listed, no address though. And then great uncle Reuben's shoe shop listed in Jozefow, no address, but there it says R. Graf. That's him, and shoes. That's totally him. Chausseur in French. So that's good. But then I asked them again, like in broken Polish, like where's the katalog firmy? And I want the business directory. And they gave me the inventory book of all of the archives for the entire city from, the 1700s to now. And it's got to be this like 2,000 page thick, chunky thing like this. And it's not digital, and you just have to sift through every page, and it lists every document they have and the condition of the document, and if it's in microfilm or paper, and that's it. It's not even alphabetical. It's categorized by year, but also broken up into different weird chunks I didn't understand. And I didn't see anything as I was sifting through for something that was just like a business directory. So I don't even know if a business directory existed for the 1930s in this town, and if that's the type of document that we would expect the address to be in, or if there's another business directory that they call some other name in Polish. I have no idea. So I'm not prepared really for the Zamość archives, and that's okay. I'm disappointed. I'm a little upset, but this is the reality. I've had so many amazing finds. A few days ago, I found my great-grandmother's grave in the Jozefow cemetery on an online catalog of desecrated Jewish cemeteries and their surviving tombstones. And her tombstone is like in pristine condition. So now I have an excuse to go visit it. Even though I was already at the cemetery, I must have walked right by her tombstone because it's hard to read in Hebrew engravings, but at least now I know what to look for. There's a photo of it on the internet, so I know exactly what it looks like. And so, yeah, I'm at the bus station now. I'm going to take a look at the mini bus schedule and see if there's a bus to Jozefow directly, if I have to go through Bilgoraj again, which means it'll take me 2 hours or more to get there. I'm not really sure. Okay, this is the entrance to the graveyard, and you follow this path. It's very basic, and you see some tombstones right away. And here are the rows. And like I have mentioned to my family on the phone the other day, after I told them I discovered the database of the tombstone, I must have walked right by her tombstone because I tried to read all of these, even though I couldn't really understand them. And what do you know? This one right here in the center, it's right there with all the overgrowth. So I'm gonna move closer. So, okay. I think I got a handle on this now. Okay, cool. So, here we go. This says Resza, and some of it has been broken off. That's Shlomo Meir. Ish. Eliezer, and that's Graf. That's Graf. Graf, final F. F Sophit in Hebrew. So, Safta Rabbah. I'm going to clear this up. Clear away some of these shrubs if I can. Spend a few minutes, and then I'll say a prayer, and I'll show you guys how clean it looks when I'm done. Okay, that's the cleaned up tombstone of my great-grandmother. It's a little bit more legible now. You can make out the name a little bit better. Resza, daughter of Shlomo Meir, wife of Eliezer Graf. That basically says, "Here lies." Yeah, that's really it. There are some rocks on top of some other graves, actually. My father asked me about this. This would indicate people have made visits and paid respect. I suppose that's possible. So I'm going to go do that.